Give me 118 seconds of your time. Just 118 seconds. That is less than 2 minutes. And in these 2 minutes, I will tell you something that can change your entire life. Yes, your entire life. Because the truth is, the enemy that is destroying your focus, your energy, and your confidence is not out there in the world. The enemy is inside you. That enemy is called lust. Lust is like fire. At first it feels warm, exciting, and powerful. But if you let it grow, it burns your house down. It burns your dreams. It burns your peace of mind. Many men and women lose years of their lives because of this one weakness. And the sad part is, most people do not even realize it until it is too late. If you are listening right now, that means you are different. That means you are ready to fight back. That means you are ready to take control of your mind and your body. So stay with me. Listen carefully. Because if you can defeat lust, you can defeat almost anything in life. Chapter 1. The enemy called lust. Lust is not just a feeling. It is not simply desire or attraction. Lust is a trap, carefully designed to capture your mind and weaken your spirit. It does not announce itself with loud alarms. Instead, it comes softly, like a whisper in your ear, convincing you that this small indulgence is harmless. It appears in tempting images, in secret messages, in videos, and in thoughts that visit you late at night when you are alone. At first, it feels pleasurable. It promises satisfaction and excitement, making your brain believe that giving in will make you happy. But this happiness is an illusion. What lust truly gives you is not pleasure, but chains. It locks your mind into a cycle of dependency. Every time you surrender to it, you strengthen those chains. Every time you give in, you train your brain to crave, to act impulsively, and to abandon self-control. Think carefully about what happens when you yield to lust. Each act of surrender is like teaching your mind that you are not the master of your own body. You are the slave of a fleeting impulse. With every moment you allow it, you lose respect for yourself. Self-respect is fragile. It cannot thrive when it is constantly undermined by secret indulgences. Discipline begins to slip through your fingers, leaving you tired, distracted, and unable to focus on the goals that truly matter. Energy that could have fueled your growth, your creativity, your success, is instead drained by a moment of temporary satisfaction. Over time, these moments accumulate, quietly eroding the foundation of your confidence, your determination, and your ambition. Have you ever paused to ask yourself how many hours, days, or even years have been stolen by lust? How many nights have you spent lying awake, guilt pressing on your chest, wondering why you cannot stop? How many opportunities have passed you by while your mind wandered in fantasies instead of chasing real accomplishments? Lust is silent, and this silence makes it dangerous. Unlike obvious enemies, it does not confront you openly. It creeps in when you are vulnerable, when your guard is down, and it works quietly to rob you of your potential. It steals your focus, your clarity, and the confidence to face the world with strength. It steals the fire of ambition that could drive you toward your dreams. And worst of all, it is insatiable. The more you feed it, the hungrier it becomes. It never says, enough. It never rewards you with lasting fulfillment. Yet here is the truth you must hold close. Lust is not stronger than you. It only appears stronger when you look at it the wrong way. Lust is like a shadow on the wall. It seems enormous when you face away from the light, when you are distracted or weak. But when you turn toward the light of self-awareness, when you understand it, when you see it for what it really is, the shadow shrinks. What once seemed powerful and uncontrollable is, in reality, small and conquerable. The chains it puts on your mind can be broken. The grip it has over your energy can be released, and the false sense of pleasure it offers can be replaced with real strength, real focus, and real success. Lust is only an enemy if you allow it to be. The moment you recognize its true size and refuse to feed it, you take back your power. You become the master of your mind, your body, and your destiny. Chapter 2. Why Lust Feels Stronger Than You. Why does lust feel so powerful? Why does it feel like it controls you instead of you controlling it? Let's understand this step by step in simple words. Your brain is a machine, a very powerful machine. And like every machine, it runs on signals. When you eat food, when you laugh, when you hug someone, your brain gives you a signal called dopamine. Dopamine is like a small reward. It makes you feel good so that you will repeat the action. This is natural. This is how humans survive and grow. But here is the problem. Lust hijacks this system. Lust gives you the same dopamine signal, but much faster, much stronger, and much cheaper. Your brain thinks, wow, this feels amazing. I should do it again and again and again. Soon, your brain gets addicted. It wants more and more, like a drug. And here's the trap. The more you give it, the less satisfied you feel. At first, a little is enough. But slowly, it takes more and more to feel the same excitement. That is why people get stuck. They cannot stop. They feel weak. But the truth is not that they are weak. The truth is that their brain is running on a false program. Imagine a lion in a cage. The lion is strong. It has sharp teeth and powerful muscles. But if you keep feeding it inside the cage, it forgets how to hunt. It forgets its true strength. Lust does the same to you. It cages you. It feeds you empty pleasure until you forget that you were born powerful. You were born disciplined. You were born for greatness. Another reason lust feels stronger than you is because it attacks you when you are alone. It comes in silence. When no one is watching, when no one is guiding you, when you are tired, bored, or lonely. Lust waits for that moment. It whispers, just once. It doesn't matter. You deserve this. But the moment you listen, you feel the chain tighten around your neck. Lust is like a thief, and thieves never knock on the door when the sun is shining. They come at night, when the street is quiet, when everyone is asleep. Lust comes when your guard is down. That is why you need to build strong walls inside yourself. You need to be awake even in the dark. Now let me tell you something interesting. Your brain does not know the difference between reality and imagination. If you imagine success, your brain feels it. If you imagine failure, your brain feels it. If you imagine lust, your brain also feels it. That is why people get trapped by images, by videos, by fantasies. Their brain thinks it is real, and it rewards them with dopamine. But afterward, the emptiness grows even bigger because nothing real happened. You did not create anything. You only consumed. Here is the truth. Lust is not stronger than you. It only tricks you into thinking so. Lust is like a magician. It shows you something shiny with one hand, while stealing from your pocket with the other. You clap, you smile, you feel amazed. But when the show ends, you realize your wallet is gone. That is lust. So, the first step in defeating lust is to see through the trick. Do not believe the lie. Do not believe the voice that says, just once more. This is harmless. This is normal. Normal is not the same as healthy. Just because millions of people are slaves does not mean slavery is good. You are not made for slavery. You are made for mastery. Remember this line. The strongest man is not the man who can fight others. The strongest man is the one who can fight himself. If you can control your desires, you can control your destiny. If you can say no to lust, you can say yes to focus, yes to confidence, yes to power, yes to your dreams. That is why defeating lust is the greatest victory. It is not about saying no to pleasure. It is about saying yes to a higher life. My dear friend, lust feels stronger than you only because you have been feeding it. Stop feeding it and watch how weak it becomes. It is like a fire. If you stop giving it wood, it will die out. If you stop giving it attention, it will shrink. If you stop believing its lies, it will lose all control. The question is not, is lust stronger than me? The real question is, am I ready to stop feeding the fire? Chapter 3. The Price of Surrender. Let me ask you something simple. What happens when you surrender to lust? What do you really lose? Because maybe you have thought, it's not a big deal, it's just a habit. Everyone does it. But let's look closer. Let's open the curtain and see what really happens. 1. Lust steals your focus. Focus is the #1 ingredient for success. Every great leader, every great athlete, every great thinker had one thing in common. They could focus. They could sit down and work when others were distracted. They could stay committed when others were lazy. Focus is the difference between an average life and an extraordinary life. But lust steals your focus. How? Because your brain is always busy with images, thoughts, and fantasies. You sit down to study or to work, but your mind drifts away. You try to listen, but your mind is replaying scenes. You want to concentrate, but your attention is scattered like broken glass. A distracted man cannot build his future. A distracted mind is like a leaking bucket. No matter how much water you pour in, it never stays. And lust is the biggest hole in your bucket. 2. Lust destroys your confidence. Think about the feeling right after you give in. Do you feel powerful? Do you feel like a king? Or do you feel weak, empty, and guilty? That guilt is proof. Proof that deep down, you know you were meant for more. Proof that deep down, you know you surrendered to something smaller than you. And confidence comes from respect. When you respect yourself, you walk tall. You speak with power. You look people in the eye. But when you lose respect for yourself, you hide. You avoid eye contact. You lower your voice. You shrink into the background. Lust steals that respect. And when self-respect is gone, confidence disappears. The truth is, the world respects those who respect themselves. If you want people to see you as strong, you must first prove to yourself that you are strong. 3. Lust weakens your body and energy. Your body is your vehicle. It carries you through life. But lust weakens this vehicle. After giving in, you feel tired. Your energy is gone. You want to rest, to sleep, to hide. Imagine trying to win a race with a car that keeps leaking fuel. You will never reach the finish line. Energy is everything. Energy is the fuel of action. Energy is what makes you wake up early, work hard, chase your goals, and keep moving even when life is difficult. But lust takes away that fire. Slowly, it makes you lazy, passive, and weak. 4. Lust wastes your time. Time is life. Every second you lose is gone forever. You can earn back money, you can repair broken things, but you cannot earn back time. And lust is a thief of time. Hours wasted in fantasies, hours wasted in recovery from guilt, hours wasted being unfocused. When you add it all up, you see the cost. Months, even years of your life lost. Imagine what you could have built in that time. Imagine the skills you could have learned, the money you could have earned, the relationships you could have built. But instead, you gave it to lust. 5. Lust kills your ambition. Ambition is the fire inside you that says, I can do more. I will do more. I am meant for greatness, but lust is like water poured on that fire. It makes you comfortable with small pleasures. It makes you lazy to chase big dreams. Why fight for the mountain when you can sit with cheap pleasure in the valley? That is how lust speaks to you. But cheap pleasure always kills great ambition. No man can serve two masters. You cannot serve lust and serve greatness at the same time. You must choose. The silent prison. Here is the most dangerous part. Lust builds a silent prison. No chains you can see, no guards, no locks, no bars. But inside, you are trapped. And because the prison is invisible, many people never escape. They laugh, they smile, they pretend everything is fine. But inside, they are dying. Inside, they are empty. My dear friend, the price of surrender is not small. The price of surrender is your entire future. If you surrender every day, you lose every day. You may not feel it immediately, but slowly, you will wake up one day and realize you wasted years. You wasted your youth. You wasted your potential. Do not wait until that day. Do not wait until your energy is gone, until your opportunities are gone, until your dreams are gone. Decide now. Decide today. Lust has stolen enough. It does not deserve one more second of your life. Remember this. The chains of lust are not made of steel. They are made of habit. And habits can be broken. The prison door is not locked. You can walk out anytime. The question is, will you? Chapter 4. Secrets to defeat lust. Now that we have seen what lust does to you, it is time to fight back. It is time to learn the secrets, the strategies, and the weapons that will help you win this war. Remember, lust is not a giant monster. It is only a habit, a program in your mind. And habits can be broken. Programs can be rewritten. Here are the secrets to defeat lust and take back your power. Secret 1. Build discipline like a soldier. Discipline is your shield. Without discipline, you are weak. With discipline, you are unstoppable. Think of a soldier. Does a soldier only fight when he feels motivated? Number. He fights because it is his duty. He fights because he is trained. He fights because he has built habits that are stronger than feelings. If you want to defeat lust, you must think like a soldier. Create rules for yourself. Rules that you do not break. For example, no phone in bed, no late-night scrolling, no secret websites. Every small rule is like a brick in a wall. The more bricks you place, the stronger the wall becomes. Lust cannot climb over a wall of discipline. Remember, feelings are weak, but habits are strong. Do not wait until you feel strong. Build rules now, and your rules will protect you when you feel weak. Secret 2. Control your eyes. Control your mind. Your eyes are the doors to your mind. What you see, you think. What you think, you desire. What you desire, you chase. That is the chain. If you want to break the chain, start with the eyes. When you see temptation, look away. Do not argue with it. Do not stare at it. Do not say, just one more second. Number. 1 second becomes 1 minute. 1 minute becomes one mistake. Train yourself. The moment lust tries to enter through your eyes, close the door. This is not weakness. This is strength. A weak man looks. A strong man looks away. Secret 3. Redirect your energy. Here is a secret many people do not understand. Lust is not just about pleasure. It is about energy. Energy that has no direction. When your body and mind have extra energy with no purpose, lust takes over. So what is the solution? Redirect it. Use it. Build something. Train your body. Write. Work. Study, run. Sweat. Do something that turns that energy into growth. Think of a river. If you block it, it will flood. But if you direct it, it will power a city. Your energy is the same. If you block it with guilt, it will drown you. But if you direct it into purpose, it will light up your life. Secret 4. Stay busy with your mission. An empty mind is a playground for lust. When you are idle, when you are bored, when you have no mission, lust enters. That is why people give in at night, when they are doing nothing, when their mind is wandering. So the answer is simple. Stay busy. Stay committed. Stay mission-focused. Give your mind something higher to chase. Ask yourself, what am I building? What am I learning? What is my vision? If your vision is strong, lust becomes small. A man with no vision is a slave to his desires. But a man with vision is a master of himself. Secret 5. The power of silence. Do not talk too much about your weakness. Do not tell everyone about your struggles. Why? Because when you talk, you release energy. When you keep silent, you build energy. The strongest warriors do not shout about their battles. They fight in silence. They win in silence. And when victory comes, everyone sees the results. Make your silence your secret weapon. Do not give lust the honor of constant discussion. Instead, quietly build strength. Quietly train your mind. Quietly grow. Secret 6. Create triggers for strength. Every weakness has a trigger. Maybe it is late at night. Maybe it is being alone in your room. Maybe it is when you feel stressed. If you know your trigger, you can build a counterattack. For example, if your trigger is night, then sleep earlier. If your trigger is being alone, spend time with people or go outside. If your trigger is your phone, put it away or use apps to block bad sites. Do not wait until you are weak to make decisions. Decide in advance. Prepare in advance. That is how winners fight. Secret 7. See the bigger picture. Lust only shows you the small picture, a few minutes of pleasure. But look beyond. Look at the bigger picture. See the emptiness that follows. See the wasted time. See the lost energy. See the destroyed focus. And now compare it with the bigger picture of strength. The respect, the confidence, the sharp mind, the powerful body, the clear eyes. Which one do you want? Every time lust whispers, stop and ask, what is the bigger picture? What will this cost me tomorrow? That one question can save you. Secret 8. Make your body stronger. A weak body is easy prey for lust. A tired body, a lazy body, a soft body. These are open doors for temptation. But when you train your body, when you sweat, when you push your limits, you build not just muscle, but willpower. Exercise daily. Even simple things. Push-ups, running, lifting, stretching. Train your body to obey you. Because when your body listens to you in training, it will also listen to you in temptation. A strong body is a strong mind. And a strong mind can defeat lust. Secret 9. Remember who you are. You are not an animal. You are not a slave. You are not a machine built only for pleasure. You are a human being. You are a creator. You are a builder. You are a leader. Animals follow instincts, but humans follow vision. Animals live for the moment, but humans live for the future. Lust tries to reduce you to an animal. It tries to pull you down to the lowest level. But you are not made for that. You are made to rise. Repeat this to yourself every day. I am not a slave. I am the master. I am not weak. I am strong. I am not blind. I see the truth. The warrior's secret. In the end, defeating lust is not about fighting every day with fear. It is about transforming into a warrior. A warrior does not run away from battle. He stands firm, with discipline, vision, and strength. He knows that every victory builds him and every defeat teaches him. You are that warrior. Every time you say no, you sharpen your sword. Every time you resist, you build armor. And slowly, lust becomes smaller, weaker, and powerless. Chapter 5. Building Inner Power. Defeating lust is not just about saying no again and again. It is about building inner power. Because if you only fight on the surface, the battle never ends. But if you grow from the inside, you do not just resist lust. You rise above it. You transform. You become unshakable. So how do you build inner power? Let's go step by step. 1. Strengthen your mind. Your mind is your battlefield. If the mind is weak, the enemy wins. If the mind is strong, the enemy flees. So, the first step is to train your thoughts. Every day, fill your mind with powerful ideas. Read books that lift you up. Listen to speeches that inspire you. Write down your goals. Say affirmations that remind you who you are. A weak man feeds his mind with garbage. A strong man feeds his mind with greatness. You cannot watch dirty images all day and expect to feel pure. You cannot listen to negative voices and expect to feel powerful. Protect your mind like a treasure. Remember, the quality of your life is the quality of your thoughts. 2. Build a clear vision. When your vision is strong, temptations become small. When your vision is weak, temptations feel big. Think of an athlete training for the Olympics. Do you think he wastes time on small distractions? Number. His eyes are on the gold medal. His vision is so strong that cheap pleasures do not interest him. Ask yourself, what is my gold medal? What do you want to build? A successful career? A strong body? A family you can lead with honor? A legacy people will remember? Write it down. Keep it close. Look at it daily. Let your vision be your shield. 3. Master your emotions. Many times, lust is not about desire. It is about escape. People run to lust when they feel lonely, stressed, or sad. It becomes a way to numb the pain. But here is the truth. Real strength is not in running away from emotions. Real strength is in mastering them. When you feel lonely, call a friend. When you feel stressed, exercise. When you feel sad, write, pray, or walk in nature. Do not hide behind lust. Face your emotions like a warrior. Remember, emotions are waves. They rise, they fall, they pass. Do not let a passing wave destroy your ship. Stand firm until it passes. 4. Develop spiritual strength. Your body is flesh. Your mind is thoughts. But your spirit is deeper. Lust attacks the body and the mind, but it cannot touch the spirit unless you allow it. Whatever your belief, whether you pray, meditate, or seek silence, feed your spirit daily. Connect to something higher than yourself. This gives you strength that no temptation can break. Spiritual strength reminds you that you are not here only to chase pleasure. You are here for purpose. You are here to serve, to grow, to rise. 5. Build small victories. Do not wait for a giant victory. Start with small ones. Every time you say no to lust, you win. Every time you turn your eyes away, you win. Every time you choose discipline over weakness, you win. Celebrate these small victories. They may feel small now, but together they build a mountain of strength. A weak man sees defeat as final. A strong man sees defeat as temporary, and every victory as fuel. Remember, success is not one big step. Success is many small steps taken daily. 6. Surround yourself with strength. If you walk with the weak, you will be weak. If you walk with the strong, you will be strong. Your environment shapes you. If your friends are lazy, addicted, and distracted, you will be the same. If your friends are disciplined, focused, and hungry for success, you will grow. Choose carefully who you spend time with. Build a circle of strength. Build an environment where lust has no space to enter. 7. Forgive yourself, but never quit. This battle is not easy. Sometimes you will fall. Sometimes you will fail. But remember this: failure is not the end. Failure is feedback. Failure is a teacher. Do not drown in guilt. Do not say, "I am hopeless." That is another lie from lust. Instead, stand up again. Learn from the mistake. Build new rules. Grow stronger. Every time you rise after a fall, your inner power increases. The difference between slaves and masters is simple. Slaves stay down after falling. Masters rise again and again until they win. The inner transformation. When you build inner power, something changes inside you. You no longer see lust as attractive. You see it as weak. You no longer see temptation as powerful. You see it as small. You walk differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself with confidence. People feel your presence. They respect you, even without knowing why. That is the power of inner transformation. And here is the greatest secret. Once you build inner power, defeating lust is no longer a fight. It becomes natural. You are not running away from weakness. You have outgrown it. You have become stronger than it. Final words. Become a master, not a slave. My dear friend, let us return to where we began. I asked you for 118 seconds, just 2 minutes of your life. And in those 2 minutes, you discovered a truth that many people never discover in their whole lifetime. Lust is not your master. You are. For too long, lust has whispered in your ear. For too long, it has stolen your time, your focus, your energy, your confidence. For too long, it has convinced you that you are weak, that you cannot change, that you are a slave. But today, you have seen through the lie. Today, you know the truth. The truth is that lust is only a shadow, and shadows disappear when you face the light. The truth is that lust is only a habit, and habits can be broken. The truth is that lust is only an enemy, and enemies can be defeated. You now hold the weapons. Discipline like a soldier. Control over your eyes and mind. The power to redirect your energy. The strength to stay busy with your mission. The silence of a warrior. The wisdom to see the bigger picture. The body and mind trained for greatness. The vision of a king, not a slave. These are not theories. These are secrets proven by time, proven by great men and women who refuse to bow to weakness. And you are one of them. But now comes the final choice, because words are nothing without action. I can speak for hours. I can inspire you, motivate you, lift you up. But if you do not act, nothing will change. So I ask you, will you act? Will you stop feeding the fire? Will you build discipline? Will you say no when the whispers come at night? Will you look away when your eyes try to betray you? Will you rise again when you fall? Remember, this is not only about lust. This is about your entire life. If you can master this one battle, every other battle becomes easier. If you can control this one desire, you can control every desire. If you can defeat lust, you can defeat laziness, fear, doubt, weakness, distraction. You can build a life that others only dream of. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, walking with confidence, sharp in focus, full of energy, respected by others, proud of yourself. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, successful in your career, disciplined in your habits, powerful in your presence, a leader to others. That is not fantasy. That is your future if you choose mastery today. But imagine the other path. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, still trapped, still tired, still guilty, still wasting your time. Imagine 5 years from now. Dreams gone, opportunities wasted, confidence destroyed. That is also possible if you choose slavery today. The choice is in your hands, not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. Do not say, I will change later. Later never comes. Later is the excuse of slaves. Masters act now. Masters act today. Masters say, enough is enough. So I ask you with all the strength in my voice, are you a master or are you a slave? If you are a slave, keep living the same way. Keep surrendering. Keep wasting your life. But if you are a master, then stand up. Look in the mirror. Say it to yourself. I am not a slave. I am the master. I rule myself. I defeat lust. I choose greatness. And then act like it. Walk like it. Live like it. Every single day. Because life is short. Time is running. Every second matters. Do not spend your seconds in chains. Spend them in freedom, in discipline, in purpose, in greatness. Give me 118 seconds, I said at the beginning. But now you have given me more. And I thank you. Because you did not waste this time. You invested it. And this investment will pay you back for the rest of your life. If you act. So, my dear friend, remember this final line. Lust is weak. You are strong. Lust is temporary. You are eternal. Lust is a chain. You are freedom. Lust is a slave master. But you, yes, you, are the master of your life. Now go, live like a master.